How about Thunderbird?
Oh, I love Thunderbird.
Gone though, right? Is it around?
I love
Does anybody have Outlook and Gmail? Isn't that about it?
Firefox?
You can still use Thunderbird. Thunderbird still works.
Is it still around?
Still works.
Yeah.
I would think it would still work.
Yeah, it's good.
As long as somebody will update
with
it
the extensions. It's good. Thunderbird.
I use the Windows 10 Mail app.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
And, use is a very generous term.
Get Spark email. It's the best client out there.
Spark?
It's by Readdle, Readdle. It's free. It's very good. And the one thing it does is that once you put it on a platform and set up, if you have multiple accounts, you go to another platform, enter your stuff, it pulls your settings over. You don't have to set up all your accounts on the multiple it's very good, very searchable. It's got built-in calendaring integration, everything. I love it. I use it on everything from phone to desktop.
Windows got that.
Send me money.
I was about to say, geez.
Sorry,
man's in love.
Didn't mean to go on.
You guys were mentioning trivia earlier, and the Google Assistant actually has a trivia thing built in.
You've mentioned the Google Assistant a number of times since we've been here. Are you a fan? Or
I am a fan.
You must be.
I am a fan. Yeah. And you know what? The Alexa that you mentioned earlier, you can actually change its name.
I know. Yeah. Mine's called Computer.
Alexa, Computer, or Echo.
That must be a computer one.
Or Echo.
That must be like a common one.
It is. Yeah. It's one of the ones they use that say, hey, if you want to change your name, how about this? Because there's
I think computer makes the most sense.
Well, here's why. My opinion, and this is...
Echo makes the most sense.
Makes you sound like a scientist.
No, but Echo it makes the most sense because it's not said as much.
Yeah. Well, put my tin hat on for a second. Put me over in the corner and dim the lights.
They don't make it out of tin anymore.
Tin foil?
Tin foil.
Is there still tin foil?
I don't know.
I guess I don't know. We still call it tin.
Foil now.
I still call it tin foil.
Yeah. Well, gone.
Alexa.
I'm sorry. I derailed your train.
So I called it Computer, and my philosophy is the reason, and I think it's brilliant.
So you don't get
that Amazon named it.
Oh yeah.
And so much smarter than Siri, because
everything's smarter than
Siri. Not a great name.
You know why Siri's terrible?
Alexa is a real name.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is
you're talking to.
We are getting used to talking to it.
You're talking to it, not at it.
Right. And then now we're saying things like
people name.
Yeah. Hey Alexa, tell me what my schedule is today. Hey Alexa, give me my flash briefing. Alexa, give me this. I love my flash briefing too, but they're trying to get us used to talking to the machine, and we're buying right in.
Yeah,
and that's why I named mine Computer.
I call mine Echo. None of them are Alexa.
I just call mine Google. Because, that's what it tells you to do. You could say, hey, or okay.
You turned your Alexa into Google?
No.
Oh.
I don't have an Alexa.
Oh, you don't have
I tried them both outside
Alexa's
by side.
Creepy.
I tried them out both side by side, asking them questions, and Alexa did beat Google, hands down.
Right.
Just beat it, hands down. It's funny, but
Alexa's always recording.
Always.
Yeah.
There's buildings. There's a big, giant building in what I'll call Amazon land, where there's people just sitting there listening to the recordings. This has been documented.
Is that called the NSA?
No, that's a different. That's a Google. That's a Google company.
Exact same operation.
NSA. That's a Google company. But they're listening to what people say so that they can figure out how to make these things respond to us easier and faster. And they want it, and they want to get, that sounds good, but they want us to get so used to talking to them
so they can
that we forget they're a machine.
Right.
And that's what they want.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, like you said, flash
I call mine
briefing,
a pet
would you
Google.
Customize it. I love my flash briefing. I love the ability to customize it.
Oh, yeah.
Get up in the morning and ask it, and I have my startup and my shutdown routines.
Yep.
Start my day, it gives me traffic, it gives me weather. It plays Eye of the Tiger. At the end of the day, it dims the lights, it tells me tomorrow's weather, and it plays the theme from Sanford and Son, because that's how I'm feeling by the end of the day.
Let's see, that would be like a junkyard dog, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that because mine does almost the exact same thing minus the cheesy music.
Cheesy. He's already deemed it cheesy.
I'll tell mine good morning. It'll turn on my lights. It'll take my phone off of silent for whatever reason I set it to do that. And then it'll give me traffic, weather, what's on my calendar for work, and then it'll play the radio station so I can confirm that we're not broadcasting dead air.
But see, what I don't like about the routine I have with this thing is it's conditioning me, just like Mike said, because
I like it.
When it messes up and doesn't sync right with the module, it doesn't.
Oh, you just tell it to sync.
But when it doesn't turn the lights on for some reason, it forgets it doesn't turn the lights on. I find myself having to remember, how do I activate the illumination device?
Well, with my lights, all you have to do is turn the switch off, right, and then turn it back on, and it defaults to white.
Right, but you pause for a second because wait, the robot isn't working.
Now I have to get up.
I need to manually light the torch. And it's just it's a different mindset than you would normally have. But I think the technology as an amplifier is good, but as a crutch, it is not. It is not, and it's become a crutch.
I think it's good as an assistant, and I like that Google markets it as an assistant, because the physical Google Home Mini that I have in the office here, I call that my pet Google, so I don't get too attached to it.
Right.
And, it's nice to have. It's completely unnecessary, though. I can turn the lights on myself. I can look up the weather. I even use Cortana, as useless as she is.
Yes, she is.
I use her to just lock my computer. I can say, hey, Cortana, lock my computer. Now everyone's going to get mad at us, Cortana.
Why is Cortana a she?
Because it's the blue lady from Halo.
Oh.
No, wow. I knew no history of Cortana.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
How do you not know that?
I didn't know that either.
You just told me something.
Well, hey, welcome to my useless knowledge.
Well, actually, I think Cortana, whatever it's pronounced, is pretty useless. I never get it to do.
But you know what? You can install Alexa on your Windows 10 computer,
and you can just
install it.
I have it on there.
Yeah, you can install it I have it on the iPhone, and
it's nuts.
And I do like the ability to say, turn on fans in an area where I have multiple rooms and stuff like that.
I can turn on my air conditioner right now.
The real advantage to this is the ability to help people that are handicapped or in some way diminished. But instead, we have people that are 12 years old that are using it, to make Pop-Tarts, instead of getting out of bed.
They can do that?
And the 11-year-olds are shutting down power
You know
plants.
what? You know what? It's, you remember in the opening scene in Back to the Future where the guy has his automated dog feeding machine. Mm-hmm. And because he left the house, there were like 4 cans worth of food there. That's what these things are used for.
Yeah.
Instead of having like mechanical arms that do all that, it's basically almost a Rube Goldberg machine in your phone.
It is,
which is fantastic and this completely unnecessary.
This has become our world, our addiction.
But it's so much fun.
It's doing everything we fought against. It's created the same behaviors. It shows the same things flaring up in our brain as addiction. It tracks us. It does all the things that we're scared of, and we pay a premium price to carry it on our side all day, every day.
But how satisfied were you when you finally set up your lights and were like, hey, magic assistant device, turn on my lights? How satisfied were you?
Oh, yeah.
The same way I was satisfied.
I don't have to get up anymore.
I was satisfied when I went like this.
Yeah.
Oh.
And my lights went on.
Yeah.
You know what?
You can still get those.
Now, see, here's the beauty.
You can get them new in the pack. The package is yellow.
Here's the beauty of radio.
Cigarettes.
Somewhere, someone's lights went on or off because you did that.
Which would be great.
Sorry.
So look what...
Quit turning my lights on and off!
Look what technology hasn't gotten rid of. This.
Yeah, just talking.
It
hasn't replaced radio yet.
We're on a technological platform, albeit
and on a technological rampage.
And we're learning about each other. We're talking. We disagree about some things.
But you keep talking. But you keep communicating.
We're communicating.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a missing art.
Yeah, just sitting around talking without having a screen or a needle on your arm or a pill or something. my buddy's wife, God rest her soul, she was just a caricature of people. And I remember going over to the house to see him, and she came in after work, and it just fit her in her leopard skin shoes and everything. And I was there early. She said, "Come on in." And she walks in the door, and she turns on the clapper, and she being smart as she was quick. And I said, "You've still got the clapper?" She said, "Yeah, but I take pills for it." She can give as good as she take. And your clapper reference just, I hope that somewhere when Mike clapped his hands together, somebody's lights went on or off.
I hope their TV went off. Because I remember that's how they sold it. It was two old people in bed shutting the light and TV off.
But I remember that the commercial would come on and it would turn the thing off.
Clap on, clap off, yeah. Clap on, clap off.
And then they had the clapper where you had the three, because you could do two devices.
Oh, you know? You've just now, I lost that. You're technologically left me in the dirt.
I'm a
one clap man.
Yeah, I never went for the multi-clapper.
Yeah, I could not multi-clap.
I don't roll that way. I'm dedicated. One clap man, as you said.
What do you think? Can men multitask?
I don't think anybody
depends
can
on what the multitask is, and depends on if you're asking if they can do it well.
If you mean eat and fart, yes. Yes.
I meant eat, fart, and annoy. But
that goes without saying. That goes without saying.
But it's my philosophy that men are not designed to multitask.
No.
We're just not.
We're one-track mind.
No,
we forget things easily.
Right. and we want to accomplish things, right?
Yes. So we need lists and assistance.
Right. But we can't.
Like this.
Like my wife has like 4 monitors up. And she's over here doing this, over there doing this, over there doing this, over there. And I'm thinking, wow, I wonder if she's doing them well.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people think they're multitasking and they're just doing several things poorly. And they don't realize that, because multitasking is it's effectively impossible.
You have to define multitasking, though, because computers can multitask, but what's actually happening...
But people...
Right, but there's
computers are running multiple.
Computers can't multitask.
They can't multitask, but they're running instruction sets in a certain order that alternate between tasks.
And it happens so fast it looks like multitasking.
Exactly. So is that what we're going to use as our determination? Because you can't. I can point and talk at the same time. That's not really multitasking.
No, it's not.
Can I talk to you guys and text at the same time? I probably not coherently, but
well, I'll give you a good example for multitasking. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, I had to stand in for a magician who had just opened at a place and got sick. And I do a couple things good. There's things I don't do good. I reach beyond my scope. I could juggle back in the old days. I could do things with fire. His act that he was pioneering was juggling flaming chainsaws. I thought I could do that. Now, let me say, no one was hurt.
I got to tell you right now, somebody's on the Google, as you guys call it, the Google, and they're looking up. They're juggling chainsaw flames and what have you. And there is a video.
They're too busy listening to this.
There is no video of me because it was before that time. But there is nothing. You think you're doing it and you got your groove on, and then as soon as you think about it, a second thing. I was so tight, the second thing kicked in, and when you see that flaming chainsaw skidding across the stage towards the children, you think I should not have done this.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's possible to. I think we can multitask, and I think we come close on some things.
I think we have the illusion of multitasking. Just like with computers, I think there's an illusion there, because I can listen to you guys talk. I can talk, on my own, and I can bring up the ending music if we had any, and it wasn't always lost on this computer.
Wow. I think he just lobbed it back in your direction.
Okay, so...
Thinking. I could be wrong.
I can't think and talk at the same time.
Oh, it's a lost art.
I don't believe we can multitask well.
Okay.
Right.
I'll give you that
I
one.
think women can do it better.
Well, women
But I
are
don't
always,
think they do it 100%.
I think they can give the illusion of doing it better.
I think women are always mentally invading the Rhineland.